Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga on Ashley G Wellness. I'm Ashley, and today we are going to be doing a 30-minute springtime Yin Yoga practice for the side body. And that's for the inner and outer sides, also known as the liver and the gallbladder meridians. So this practice can help you if you have any issues with your hips, your shoulders, your neck, the sides of your ribs, and things like that. Or it can also help things like tension headaches from stress, and also sinus headaches from seasonal allergies. So before we get started, all I'm teaching today with is 2 blocks. If you need any other props, always feel free to use whatever you need to help your body best. So go ahead and close your eyes or gaze at a point out in front of you. Just take a moment here to connect with your breath. Just drop into yourself, greeting yourself just here as you are. And take a full breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, let it out with a sigh. Gently open your eyes. First up today is fish pose. So feel free to place your 2 blocks or a bolster or whatever you've got out like so. So it's long ways for your spine. If you're using the blocks, you want your bottom tips of your shoulder blades to touch where the edge of the block closest to you is. And once you get down on the block here, take your hands behind your head and just guide your head down to the block furthest from you. And you might need to adjust where that block is, so feel free to do that. And then from here, for today, take your legs out straight and then wide like Savasana legs. Just let your legs open. Then reach up and out to the sides and then bend your elbows. Grab each elbow with each hand and then extend your arms slowly beyond your head. We're going to let gravity push our arms toward the floor. And if this is too much for you, always feel free to just do arms out to the side instead. Or you can prop your arms up on something else. There will be long periods of silence in each posture. So just focus on the present moment and on the space in between your thoughts as you go. If your arms are crossed one way, lift your arms back up and just switch which arm was on top. And then let your arms reach toward the floor. And gently unclasp your arms. Let your arms come out to the sides and take a full breath in. And exhale completely. In order to come out, bend your knees first, and then take your hands behind your head to lift your head up to neutral. Take your hands by your hips, push down through your arms to lift yourself back up slowly. Then grab your blocks and set them off to the side. Deer pose. Just swing your left leg back, keeping your right leg as it was, and then just pull your right heel close to your right hip. And then from here, pull your left heel closer to your left hip. You could just hang out here and turn your torso toward your right knee. Or if you'd like, you could fall forward, taking your forearms to the floor, and then maybe just resting your head, allowing your head to fall forward. Now, if you're in upright position, just elongate your spine more, lifting your chin, and breathe slow, deep, even breaths. If you're down towards your leg, slowly lengthen your spine to sit back up. And then turn the other way. What you can do is just flip your legs. So your inner right leg is to the floor, your outer left leg. And just pull your right heel as close to your back hip as you can. And then turn your torso toward your left leg. Again, feeling free to come all the way down, resting head toward your leg, or staying upright, lengthening through the top of your head. If you're folded forward, again, slowly lift yourself back up. Then turn to the center. And just use your hands to support you if you need to flip your both legs so your knees point out for butterfly. You can either stay upright or fold forward. Again, feel free to use props if you need them. I personally like to take my elbows on top of my inner calves and push into some pressure points there as I fold forward. You might need to take your legs a little further out in front of you for that to be an option. And just let your head fall forward. Maybe use a block under your head. And just breathe here. And take a full breath in. Exhale completely. And slowly and gently lift yourself back up. Take your legs out straight for a moment, just to stretch out your legs. And then bend your knees again. You're going to stack your right leg on top of your left leg. And just let your heels come a little bit away from your hips. So they're about halfway between your knees and your hips. And just let your legs relax. Feel free to prop this knee up if you need some support here. And then take your right hand to your right. Take your left arm up. And then just drape your left arm over your head. Now, some people like to utilize a bolster or a prop under their bottom arm. Feel free to do that if that is better serving your body today. Do your best to turn more upwards, so you're not forward folding, but rather mostly side stretching to the side. And slowly lift yourself back up. Take your arm up and just switch your legs so your left knee is on top. And then take your left arm to your left, right arm over your head. Make sure you're turning more sideways and drape your arm over your head. Slowly come back up. Uncross your legs. And then just take yourself so that you're on your hands and knees facing a long edge of your mat. And then try to slide your knees a little wider. We're going into frog pose. Now you can use a bolster under your torso or do this without props. Then allow your toes to point out. And then move your hips back toward your heels. And if you can take your forearms to the floor, take your forearms to the floor. And rest here. Try not to grip too much on your hips or your thighs. And if you're gripping a lot and are not able to relax fully, it might be better to put something underneath your torso for support. Take a full breath in. Let it all out. To come out, use your hands on the floor and put all of your weight into your hands so that you can pull yourself forward and then slide your knees slowly in. Then come down onto your left side. And take your left forearm slightly out at an angle away from your left shoulder and your arm parallel with the short edge of your mat. Then take your right foot. You can go down pretty low or you can come up really high. It's totally dependent on what your hip will allow you to do. You can also bend this knee or prop this knee up. And then maybe keep your left leg here or bend your left knee, your bottom leg, and then just hold with your arms straight, your foot with your hand. Cat pulling the tail. And again, this is more sideways facing, so you want to turn more toward the ceiling. And the goal is to stretch your hip, your quad, the outer edge of your torso, all the way up to your back of your armpit. We'll be here for about a minute for this variation, and then we'll slide into the lowered variation. You can stay in this variation or let go of your left foot. Use your right hand on the floor to slide your left arm through so your shoulder comes to the floor. And then start to turn your right shoulder back toward the floor. You could hang out here or re-grab your foot, left foot to right hand. And just allow the weight of your arm to pull your leg down toward your outer left hip. And breathe here. Take a full breath in. Exhale completely. Let go of your foot. Stack your knees. And then use your arms to push yourself back up. And roll over onto your other hip. So your right hip is down. Prop yourself up on your right forearm. And then take your left leg out. And then again, feel free to bend this knee or straighten or prop. Do or don't grab your right foot. Pull your heel toward your hip. But allow your torso to turn a little bit more upward. Maybe close your eyes. Let go of your foot. Slide your right arm through. And then turn your torso more upward. And then maybe re-grab your right foot, allowing gravity to pull your right leg back down toward the floor. Take a full breath in and exhale. Let go of your foot. And then instead of sitting up, just scoot your hips so that you can come all the way down on your back. From inside your legs, grab outside your feet, happy baby. You can just use the weight of your arms pulling down into your legs. Maybe rock side to side. Another variation I really like is to just hook elbows behind backs of knees, and that allows me to really relax. Really soften your pelvic floor. Soften your jaw, your eyes. And come to a still point. Take a full breath in. Exhale. And slowly take your legs all the way out for Savasana. The video will continue for about 2 more minutes. If you need longer, feel free to pause the video or turn off your autoplay so you're not disturbed when the video ends. Thank you all so much for coming to practice with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.